Welcome back, everyone. Alright, we're hopping in, working on the Desert Oasis again today. So much progress has been made on this build. It's been a while since I've done like a big, mega build like this. And this one actually looks like I'll probably complete it. That's the problem with mega builds, is like you start building and building and building, and then once you're like 24 hours into the project, you're like, oh my god. That's like so much time in. Oh yeah, right. We're working on the clock part. Oh yeah, this is with no shaders on. Honestly, it still looks okay without shaders. I think shaders adds a lot to defining like the sandstone and the ridges. That's the one thing. Like when you do these ridge effects with all the same kind of like stone and whatnot with the default Minecraft lighting, it doesn't quite pick up the nice like shadows and stuff they would want or you would normally see on architecture like this. So it kind of still looks a little bit flat or lacking color to some extent. I just noticed that's a kind of a cool effect that's going on there with those two windows. Kind of looks like a blinking eye almost when you're coming into it. That's interesting. Um, yeah, but when you put shaders on, all the like depth of the shadows and like this architecture comes back in. So this build is definitely meant uh, to take advantage of shaders. As you can see, like the water is like, oh, okay. Yeah, Minecraft water is kind of ugly by default. Yeah. Anyways, the library actually still looks good and without shaders so far, but definitely this build is designed around having shaders because honestly, when you're in like doing a main build, like shaders just make Minecraft look good, okay? Alright, we can all agree on that. Anyways, we are still working on getting a functional clock here, so let's hop back into the redstone world that I created to just work on this clock bit. Now, I did get it mostly functioning off camera, so we have timer, like, so this works. Like, it goes around the clock, like, just fine, and does the AM and PM. Now that's sorted. I got the piston tape fixed. There is a problem still, and it has to do with this piston extender. So if I have this piston extender with the redstone block here, this will keep the piston tape like running and functional properly, right? But the problem is when this is not extended, it's going in the side of this comparator and preventing this comparator from sending a signal. So when the clock is at this position, this light just doesn't light up, right? So trying to figure out a way to fix this. Now, if you put it out here and put it like here, it doesn't retract properly. That's why you kind of see a little bit of mess here with like a bunch of blocks around. I've just been trying to figure out how I can get this to pick, because it seems like it needs the block update of these pistons retracting to get it to retract properly and do all that kind of stuff. So that's why I think so. I'm gonna try, because one thing I didn't try while I was experimenting with this off camera is popping a slime block in here and getting this piston up one more. So we're gonna try that. That way it's held in a position that keeps it off and away from all the stuff, which is good. Now I just gotta go and fill in a few things here so that all works properly. I have the timer broken off just for testing. Yes! Okay, that retracted properly. Good. And then that won't slide in the thing. Okay, yeah, alright, that's... See, this is what happens when you, like, step away from a problem for a little while, give yourself some time to just kind of have a break and then come back to it. So I'm just gonna, yeah, all right, there we go. And boom, and yay, now we have a signal going through here and our light is lit up. Awesome, okay. that was kind of frustrating when I was working on it, so that's good to have working on it now. Now we just need to fix the daylight sensor circuit, because it's not quite functioning how it was shown to function. Now, pretty sure this should be fine. Okay, so what? Let's break this circuit down a little bit. So this is a comparator redstone clock, right? So if we give this a little bit of a thing, as you can see, it's kind of, well, it should be. Okay, no, maybe it's not. I thought this was a comparator redstone clock. It's a really weird effect, actually. Like, very slowly? How does that... Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that behavior in a redstone thing where it's like stays kind of powered and like slows, like slowly drops. Huh. It's kind of interesting. I actually didn't. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay, cool. Anyways, so I'm pretty sure what the idea is that when this comes in here, this is supposed to hypothetically stop a clock, but that doesn't seem to be doing what it's technically supposed to be doing. So I'm gonna I'm just gonna do some stuff here. Can't remember. So where to make? Yeah. How do you make the comparator? So it seems like this is just supposed to be an extended delay. This is supposed to come out. Not really sure. I mean, this isn't my design for the daylight sensor, so I'm not really 100% sure how it's intended to function. That doesn't need to be there. So the idea is really that when the daylight sensor is powered on, we also know that this is the only problem I have with this design is I don't think, like, he shows it work in his video, but I'm not quite sure what his logic is, so just need something to make this. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 1, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that's the maximum. I'm just gonna go. The thing is, like, time set. If I set it to night, right? This goes to the same thing. So the problem I have with this is that it cycles through. So if it's at night, right, it will think, yeah, actually, I haven't checked what the comparator will send. Okay, it looks like the comparator will send out the same signal as the daylight sensor, but yeah, so the thing I have, it's just that this this will cycle through two things. So I don't want the daylight sensor to reset the clock when it goes to night. And I also don't want it to reset the clock. Like, I only want it to reset when it goes above a certain, like, So I feel like I need to have an observer on this redstone line somewhere, like, but it needs to, I only need to care if it's pulsing. So what I'm thinking is that if we have this and this, so I'm thinking if we have, like, this or whatnot go into a pulse extender, right? I'm just going to use these. This isn't actually a pulse extender. I'm just putting that there for my own logic. So let's say if this sees a redstone signal here and detects a change in the redstone signal and says, hey, yo, we hit this point. Yeah, we're either going down towards sunset or it's coming up towards morning, right? So if it sees that, then it will flash. And then in order to know which direction, we all have an observer on either side of it so that when this changes, because it's becoming day or night, it will flash. So if this one flashes, then this one will just basically prevent the daylight sensor from going on. Basically, nothing will happen. So we don't actually care about that. Actually, we can even just ignore that one. If it goes down, this will just do nothing as far as its pulse extender. But if this one fires, right, then we get a signal that gets, pumped out through whatever this pulse extender that's holding open a gate or something, whatever. That will pulse through, and that will tell the system to reset it to daylight thing, you know what I mean? So what I'm pretty sure we need to, so we do need a signal coming out from here, because we do need to detect if this, like when the cauldron gets back to the 6 p.m/a.m. position, right? Because we want it to know what this is. And we also need to know what this is. Yes, because we need to pull this signal to know so that the AM and PM is correct. We need to make sure that it's telling the user things. So we need a signal coming in from, let's say, this is, I'm going to sign. So I need one input into an AND gate. Oh, that did not go to, what? I don't know why it's like a little bit, I don't know. Anyways, we need an input if PM cycle to AM. We also need to know if, of course, it's actually daytime or nighttime. If going to morning, and then we also need to know that we are not Pacific. What else do we need to know? I think that's pretty much it. And then basically if these two things are true, if it's going to morning, and this will think, well, this just determines how many times we have to ignore around, because if it's if this is at PM, then we just need to cycle it to 6 a.m. All right, from wherever it is until it hits 6. Because if this is at, like, say, 3 p.m., right? Then, and well, oh, right. We can take advantage of the fact that when you sleep in a bed, it has to be nighttime. So no matter what, it will be, like, if you're sleeping, it's going to be late in the PM cycle anyways. So that will just cross over until we hit 6 p.m. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so thanks to internal Minecraft logic, I don't actually have to care about that. Okay, cool. That simplifies the redstone a little bit. So I do need to know this signal. I do need to care about this. That needs to come here. I have this one set up to be the 6 p.m. Now, I don't think this is kind of a pain in the ass to think about. Blah blah blah. Give me some redstone. Pick that up. Pick that up. Pick that up. Okay, cool. So I wasn't quite sure why it has like two comparators things, because basically when this gets repeated, this should basically just lock, like prevent a clock from going. So I need a redstone clock that is lockable.
I have a question. Why do phone companies lock?
And unlockable. Redstone clocks. Do. Oh yeah, I think this clock is technically pretty sure this one is stoppable. You just have to do something like that. As long as you do that, it is unfunctional. I'm pretty sure anyways. I just pull that out of there. Yeah, and oh, 1, 2. So, and then if I just remove that, that will stay functional. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, so then in that case, all I need to do is build another one of these. So let's just make this yellow. We'll call this the yellow one. And we'll just have, I'm just gonna test this out here before I try to include it in the redstone contraption. You dupe. So on. This is actually kind of tempting me to even like build in a make a clock with a stopwatch functionality in Minecraft. That would be very interesting. Okay. I need a torch in there. That torch can be turned off like so. And I need some comparators here. Boom, boom, and a redstone block, and that is our output. Okay. Get some redstone dust. Okay, and we need one item in there. Okay. And now, most of the time, that will be stopped. So, now we then have to just detect this to go up. So, yes, and then this comparator input will be essentially taken from here. Off. I gotta do a bit of jank stuff just because of the way I've set this up. There we go. This will be much cleaner once I've proven that this concept will actually work. Thank you. And I know that will not be long enough. of a signal, so let's just plop a repeater there. Okay. So now that will pump out a redstone signal, which we will just need to pump into this side here. Basically, this clock will cycle through until the idea here is that if this gets activated, this will cycle through until till the daylight thing. So we'll have the ability for this to be able to stop the clock when the daylight sensor, when it's reached 6 p.m. This will come and stop that, and then this is the hard part. Okay, this is the complicated part, dealing with the daylight sensor. Or do I even make the? I think what? So if this observes, this will. Why did that fire? Does that fire anytime there's a change? Like if this, like anytime that the day time set 1000. I think it does. It does. Okay, so anytime this redstone line is updated, these will detect a signal or detect a change in the redstone signal. Okay, so I might not be able to use this idea here. Okay. Oh. Okay, I think I understand what the daylight sensor is doing there then. Okay, I gotta go look back up that redstone clock circuit.
I got a ready-to-cook meal
For those who are wondering,
delivered from
the
Good
redstone
Food.
clock
Pan-seared salmon
that
with
I
creamy
am
sorrel sauce.
basing this
And my
off
husband
of is by World of Steve's. Pretty nice, but I gotta mute that just in case that's copyrighted music that I can't play. To inspect this daylight reset circuit a little bit more. Okay. I think I might have even just like built it wrong in the first place because I was building it kind of in the reverse orientation. Let's try just putting this together again. Now that I'm watching it, not for the first time. do... Okay, so the repeater has to go on the block that is first in line, because the cauldron's going around like this, so this is the first comparator it'll reach, where in his tutorial he has it on the top, and for reasons obviously here, because I've added an AM PM sensor, I can't put it in the top because it has to change around the 12 o'clock. So the leading block would be this, so I have to put this here. Okay, so there's this and this. That is like that. Now the comparator here has to be like this and like that. We have some redstone there. And we have some redstone there. And these should both be done like that. I don't actually know what that causes. So that receives a pulse. There is like a small pulse extender. And if that does that, that also does that. Is there... I think this does extend the pulse. I'm not really sure why. Oh, shit. I just totally realized that this here, this actually needs to be here, because that's the whole reason why he has it on here and here, because he's trying to reset it to the middle one, and this is the leading edge, so that one thing. So I actually need to slightly reorientate this if I want it to function as I expect it to. That's going to be a little bit more complicated than this. I need to move this down here, for instance. 2, 4. Which is fine. That's an easy enough change to make. I might want to put this with something like so. That's going to trigger that piston, so I need to move this line a bit. Let's stick this on. Boom. Alright, cool. Now things can go into that. I'm not sure if I can put that in there. They're doing weird things. I might have to do something tricky here. I have to do just to actually get this to fit in the space. I can do a block like this and a block like that. That should pull that and that. Let's just oh, why isn't that playing? Yes, that was functioning properly. Okay, yes, that does pull properly. Out of curiosity, though, if I put that there, will that be powered too? It will be powered. Okay, okay. So that means I can drop this down, like so. That won't pull power from here because it can't. Okay, cool. Okay, and then we can build the rest of the circuit off that, right? So for instance, okay, so on the leading line, we're gonna have that. Otherwise, that will become a regular redstone line. Then we'll have the two out. We'll have the comparator set up like so. Okay. Then we'll have this and that. Do the little piston thing here. Should be doing that. Okay, I think I'm starting to understand what this is. So this is actually designed to be, like, the whole point of this is actually designed to be a compact AND gate. That's what the pulse extender is from here. This is just a more informed version than what I have, because I have not really delved into redstone in a long time. Okay, no, this is designed to be like, it's a weird, 3 and 4. Oh, question mark. What is that? That's new. I don't remember. That was that. I don't actually remember what that does. I don't see a lot of people doing that. I gotta look that up. What happens when you right click a daylight sensor in Minecraft? That actually might be useful. Another way to detect nighttime is by right-clicking the daylight detector, which turns into an inverted daylight sensor. Using the inverted daylight detector instead of a NOT gate to turn on lamps makes the lights turn on early evening to sunrise. Well, light level it is, you can make a clock. For example, for every light level it is, one light goes on. Less than 4. So players can, for example, make lights that turn on at night, or gates that automatically close. Players can also detect moonlight by blocking out the detector, so if not see light, then pointing the comparator away from it. Time is by right-clicking the daylight detector, returns it into an inverted daylight sensor using an inverted daylight detector instead of a NOT gate to turn on lamps makes lights turn on. So you measure exactly what light level it is. You can make a clock, for example, for the light level it is, one light goes. Board is night, the word night is limited on the board. Displaying the light level or time is useful for service, especially if you don't have the ability to create one using custom memory. Or do not wish for one, as it can be complicated or leggy. Okay. Whatever. Anyways. Not useful. I do actually remember that. It's just been a while since daylight sensor updates. So, been a while since I've been able to detect that. Set time, set day. Oop. Time set day. There we go. Slash time set 23,000. This goes. Oh, okay, I see here. Okay, so when this hits the 6 p.m. position, right? This holds this piston up so that this signal can't go through. I just don't quite understand how this becomes a repeating. So does this become a clock? Is that what that does? I want to understand the mechanics of this. Oh, no, okay, right. I forgot about this extra part. So this creates a setting and receiving, right. So there's a clock here that this basically will break or allow to continue cycling around. Okay. So this basically does that. Although, oh, did he put it? I think he put it in a... I think he put down the repeaters wrong in the video. And maybe didn't show that because this won't send a signal, like, if I... button. Right, because if this is down, let's just put it there, right? If I send a signal through that, that's not going to actually activate this redstone. But he places them like this, and that doesn't actually... Oh, wait, no, that does. Okay, maybe it's just such a short pulse. Weird. Okay, no, it does. Okay. Never mind. Alright. Um, excuse me for talking like an idiot. So that does send a signal that starts a clock, right? And then when that gets removed, that ends the clock. So theoretically, this should basically just clock around until it gets back to the setting. So, right, like this. And we get a clock signal out of this. And it gets put into it's kind of a mess of redstone right now. Yeah, it's fine. And that goes into that. So now if I start this clock from here with a pulse, this should basically just move that cauldron around until it hits 6 p.m. Beautiful. Okay, that works. Now it needs to function based off of this. I think what I'm going to do, I think what might have happened actually is this clock getting thing. So I'm gonna put a repeater out of here into this. That way, if like there's ever like I don't know if like this is able to, because I think what was happening actually was without a repeater there. The reason why I was getting frustrated in the last video is it was sending a pulse through this block, but it was still like with this clock throwing a pulse in through here, and then that pulse was traveling and activating that clock there. So I think we need to put a repeater there so that doesn't happen. I think that's what was going on there. So if we just move that, all right, and then we go time set 23,000. That way that will be up. Okay, cool. Now I just need to make sure it doesn't reset. Time set night. Okay, so it doesn't seem to do... Oh, okay. Hey, I think I see how this is meant to go. So it's meant to... But that doesn't quite make sense to me. Let's get a bed. Just double try this. That bed looks hilarious in the hand. It becomes daytime. We need one more light block of this. Boom. That retracts the piston. It actually doesn't do anything. So if I go... So it will reset on the thing. I think what needs to happen here is that this needs to be set up at the right time of day so that it gets held up like this. Now I may actually need to invert this, actually. And then that way if I do a sleep, right? Well, it didn't need to reset itself there, but... Alright. Okay, so now if it goes time set night, the redstone will eventually detract itself. Yeah, there we go. That resets that. This piston is down and ready to go because it's not set at the right time, right? And then we sleep. And that goes up. That causes... There we go. Okay, so the thing was that this daylight sensor needed to be inverted so that it was actually resetting in the morning, not during the night. Okay. Cool. This is now a functioning clock. As long as I get it set to the right thing here. Okay, cool. So I think, did we put this clock on stop? No, I don't think we did. Okay, cool. So now we just need to line this up properly so that these things all will actually attach themselves together properly. I'm pretty sure I can actually just take this piston and pop it there now, and I won't have any issues. And that way we can have a line that goes in here. Cool. That should work just fine. And then we can take the purple line and have that go in there. Cool. Actual function. The rest of this doesn't matter. That's why I don't like trying to follow tutorials that just be like, here, build this. Because when they just do the whole, if you build this, it will function. It doesn't actually teach you anything. It's not really a tutorial, it's more of a follow the instructions to make the thing work and doesn't actually really teach you. I mean, like, you could argue, oh yeah, but that's what critical thinking is for. But it's like, make it a little easier on them. It's not, like, it's better to actually teach the functional parts and actually teach what everything does than expecting everyone to figure it out, because they're like, ah, yes. And then I can move on to more complicated things. Okay. So that deals with all of this. So then the big thing then really is, can I make this compact? That's the real problem. That, I mean, like, we can stick this somewhere, like, we can put this, like, up here above all this, and then have it run its signal thing, so that doesn't have to be hanging about in the back. That's a... Oh my god, 1 second, sorry. There we go. Cool. All right. So this is functional. It's definitely not at the right time. Well, I mean, it could be. It's more like noon, but that's fine. We can advance this. Oh, I'm not, this hasn't been toggled. Can't remember. It's in this, I believe, right? I can't remember if it's in the dropper or the hopper when it's in a toggled state. I guess that. Yeah, okay, cool. So now it's 1 p.m. It's gonna move. Okay, now just waiting to make sure that this clock actually functions the way it should be. And then it will just be a matter of compactifying. Oh. Lights are out in 2 places. Why? Oh, apparently we broke a comparator. There we go. It's 2 p.m. now. Just gotta stay along board and you're just making sure that this actually cycles around in a sense. Now it's 3 p.m. It's a little fast. Basically, just what I'm hoping for, like, timing-wise, is that this will hit about 10 p.m. Before it decides to get to nightfall. It's now 4 p.m. The arc of the sun going around in Minecraft is like really biased towards like the midday. Like it spends a lot more time up in this position than it does on the downfall, and it's not quite as like the way at least the Earth, the sun and Earth do it as they would normally do it. It's gonna be 5 p.m. soon. There we go. It is now 5 p.m. It looks like I have another broken comparator in the back here. Oh, this is broken. Why is this broken? We got stuck. That shouldn't be there. Just ignore that. That should be over there. I don't know why that didn't go down. Strange. Oh, I see the problem. I put this slime block, but no matter what, this still has to end up being there, or it doesn't think I have to, or I have to put a double piston extender up here. Derp. I'm dumb. Yeah, okay. We have to do a double piston extender if we want that to function correctly. I'm curious if that will work or not. Don't think it will. I think this is the last piece that's actually just broken here, so we gotta figure that out. Once we get that figured out, it will be good. It's now 8 p.m. Yeah, sure. We'll call that 8 p.m. I'm fine with that. Almost there. Beautiful. Okay, I think the thing we just need now is just to run back, because I think that needs to be powered. Is there currently a block there? Yeah. Derp. I can't remember the timings of a double piston extender. Double piston extender. Okay, there's a weird thing. There was a weird advertisement before this thing. It was like Apple was saying like made in Canada or whatever. Like Apple, none of your products are made in Canada. What do you mean?
Before we get on with
think the vertical timings are actually slightly different than the horizontal ones. Okay, weird. Let's go back to the one with. Okay, so this essentially has to have an immediate tick, and then it has to also get a tick that is wrong. Redstone component, where is my repeats? It also needs a 2-tick delay. Oh, that was interesting. Did that just work? That'd be great if that just functioned, just like that. Let's double check that actually. Out of curiosity. Wow, that actually functions. Okay. Wait. Oh, does it not extend? Okay, it doesn't extend that part though. Yeah, that's doing that by quasi-connectivity. That's getting stuck and not retracting. Lovely. Okay. Odd. I mean, I guess maybe I could take an observer. Oh, that's interesting. Should know how to make a double piston extender off by heart by now. Oh no, slabs will stick to slime blocks. Okay. It's comparators and stuff won't stick to the side of slime blocks. I think I can use big glazed terracotta here though. Right. This one still gets like locked up. I think it's because of this. Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit better. And then I think that's actually what we want. Yes, but more delay. I have created a clock. Oh no, never mind. That's a daylight sensor firing. Oh, what? Crap. Why is this so complicated? I also see another problem we've done here. Okay, I think I might have to just abandon the hopes of a thing. This is a problem though with the comparator output because of I think this is just broken because the piston tape is broken. Yeah, it is. Yeah. You know what? Screw the redstone. I'm gonna go do building. I know to make things look nice. Uh, just realized I didn't position the Minecraft window when I made it a borderless window properly. There's a weird thing down here at the bottom. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we will abandon the idea of this clock for now. It would have been super cool to have, but I don't think it's just gonna happen for this build. Pick up all the entities. Okay. Boom. Yeah, so you see how just like having the shaders on just adds a lot more depth with the lighting and the ridges and stuff in there. Just makes it look a lot better. Because a lot of those like architectural designs you see in buildings with like the ridges and stuff really are meant to change how the light comes in and affects, and they're meant to basically play with the light to make things look visually more interesting. I don't know if I want to do some more work up here or downstairs. I'm not really sure, because what I do want to do is like make some display cases. I'm just not sure what I want to do with the positioning of them. They're gonna need to be 3x3 actually. Be like that, and we'll get things here. So armor stands 1, 2, 3, 4. It does need to be longer. I need space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's be brought out 2 more blocks like this. It does do no, I don't want to use the gray glass here. But I really want. Let's use the white stained glass. No, it's too cloudy. Alright, we're gonna have to use just the regular glass paint then. I guess that actually ends up working. I think I actually might move this back one too. Yeah. things. Let's get leather. Okay, cool. You can see all the armor. That's important. Armor. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, there we go. I was gonna say. There we go. Now we have one of our armor set, and I'll make a nice little thing here down there. I don't know if it. Let's get a wet turn. Just kind of see what we feel more. I'm not sure if it's that actually looks fine. And we'll get a book and quill. Yeah, okay, that looks like you've got a kind of display case and then that kind of thing going around. And you know what? I'm gonna grab this and place these at the corners. We need some stands here. There we go. That works out. Don't really need anything on the back there. We're gonna get a little thing there. What else did I want to put on display as like a sort of thingamabob? Maybe like a totem of undying. Do you want to make a display thing for these guys? There's no glass half slabs, which is kind of annoying for making like display cases because I can't do like goes across here, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking do a very similar thing to what we did over here. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab logs and plot here. Yeah, that makes it a little look like it's a little less floaty vibes going on there. Boom. Okay, now we need one for... Shit, oh, I forgot how big the dragon head is. Are there any other ones? Or is it just... I thought you could get a skeleton head. Oh, they're there. Okay. I think I'm gonna not put a Steve head in this. Just seems a little out of place compared to the rest of them. So big. I don't know. Do I want to put them on like a spit? You know what I mean? Like is that a bit garish? Or does that kind of make sense? Because I mean, the other thing we could do is something like that, then get the item frame. Let's go for the glowing one. Right, and then plop them in there. Oh my god, that does something very different to the heads. Does it just... Oh yeah, it does light them up. Okay. Not quite sure why that's the case, but sure, I guess. Why not? Now what I don't know is, do I want to go a similar-ish route here? Do I, out of curiosity, can you place a item frame on that? You can place an item frame on the glass thing, so actually, how awful looking does this look from the back? Oh, not terrible. Okay, cool. It does look like it's floating, but that's fine. not like there's a bunch of stuff in Minecraft that just floats for no apparent reason. Okay, now, so do we put them up here or down here, though? And, I don't know, does this, yeah, I'm not sure if this is, like, I don't know if the display case is the right thing. Hmm. Or I might have to, like, make this one, like, double wide. That way we can actually, like, properly put, like, the heads down. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? Let's do that, because then we can do this, and this, but on the other side. Other than the dragon head, we can also have another example just coming on this side, and then, you know, it looks mostly fine, except for the fact that the dragon head is one direction, but people will look at that and be like, oh, it's big enough. Yeah, okay, I understand why that's like that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Plus that, I'm kind of tempted to actually have this one come down so I can place some lanterns above it, but yeah, I'm gonna want to move this back a block though. Cut. There we go. That way I can take lecterns and put them across here, like so. And we can also put them across here, like so. So no matter what side you're on, you can still thing. Look at the book and quill. Beautiful. All right, awesome. I think maybe we'll do some other ones like over here we could make a small one that's just for showing off like an end crystal. Oh, interesting. Can you only place this on obsidian? Potentially yes. There we go. We can walk to here, here, and here. That end crystal is quite laggy. Not sure if it's... Just seems really busy as far as like lanterns go if I put them all the way around this. Alright. For this one, we'll just do... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's grab the end rods. Do that here too. Yeah, those look much cooler. I was like, why is this one so much further away? And I was like, right, there's a staircase there. Okay, what else can we put in a display case? Only thing else I can really think of is like maybe the amethyst or something. Maybe a beacon. But I think I'm gonna fill in sort of the rest of this with like bookcases. Okay, cool. Okay, I think I'll have some more bookcases here, here. There. That was interesting. There we go. And we'll plop like some lecterns down. Around these, just as like, you can plop some books here. Actually, I'm gonna do that over here as well. Cool. And then over here, we'll just make like it's like a kind of map area. Let's go make another one. Find out. Okay, cool. Oof. Two. There we go. And we'll get a cartography table. Place it there. Pull a few of these out. Grab this there. Place that there. I think we're good. Alright, I'm gonna just have to save that and quit. Okay, there was no storage. I have to delete some stuff. So how low is my storage getting? Oh, I only have 598 megs. Okay. Um, uh, There's nothing drive. Two, that piece of it. Question mark. Oh, there we go. Okay. So they're worried that that drive was not gonna work. Sorry, I gotta free up space. I don't want corrupt save files. Alright, I have 10 gigs free now. Should not corrupt my save file. I think that was brought there during a copy and paste operation. Oh, same thing with that one. Okay. I think we can call that the library finished then. The interior. That seems all well and sorted. Like, it's, it's full. It's, I think the only thing we could do, just as like decoration, is just to grab some more armor stands and just plop them here and here, and on the opposite side as well. And then do the gold armor sets the same as everywhere else. Nice. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna call it done. Oh, bless me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call that done for this live stream. Trying to get that clock to work was kind of a pain in the butt. Didn't really work out. And we did the interior of the library though, so that's nice. That's something that's actual progress, and that looks very nice in here. And yeah, all right, cool. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next one.